Every evening, at exactly 6 o'clock, Sarah passed the same bus stop on her way home from work. The city would be settling down, the last rays of sunset painting the streets in soft gold. She was usually lost in her own thoughts, tired from the long day, just another face in the crowd heading home. But there was one thing Sarah noticed every day: a woman sitting alone on the bench. She was always neatly dressed, her hands folded calmly in her lap. She seemed serene, but a deep sadness lingered in her eyes. People rushed past, buried in their own worlds, never seeming to notice her at all. For weeks, Sarah saw her. Through rainy days where the city lights shimmered on wet pavement, through cold evenings when her breath turned to mist in the air, even during storms when the wind howled and thunder rumbled in the distance. The woman was always there, a constant, silent figure waiting patiently. Day after day, Sarah's curiosity grew. Who was she waiting for? What was her story? Finally, one evening, Sarah couldn't just walk by anymore. She hesitated for a moment, then gathered her courage and approached the bench. She stopped and offered a gentle smile. "Excuse me," Sarah began softly. "Are you waiting for someone?" The old woman looked up, her eyes clear and calm. "Yes," she replied, her voice a quiet whisper. "My husband." Sarah sat down, a comfortable silence falling between them before the woman continued. "For 40 years, this was our meeting place. Right here on this bench. He would finish his work at the factory, and I would wait for him. Every single day," she paused, her gaze fixed on something far away that only she could see. A bittersweet smile touched her lips. "He passed away 3 years ago." Sarah's heart ached. She didn't know what to say. The woman seemed to understand. She looked at Sarah, her expression full of a wisdom that only comes from a long life. "Love doesn't just disappear when someone is gone," she said, her voice filled with a quiet strength. "It stays. It waits. It remembers. Coming here. It feels like he's still with me, just running a little late." From that day on, Sarah joined her every evening. They would sit together, sometimes talking for hours, other times just sharing the silence. They talked about their lives, their dreams, their sorrows, and in those shared moments, neither of them felt alone anymore. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, the elderly woman gently took Sarah's hand. Her touch was warm and frail. She looked at Sarah with such tenderness, her eyes shining. "You remind me of the daughter I never had," she whispered. Tears welled up in Sarah's eyes, a profound connection forged between two souls who were once strangers. But then, one evening, Sarah arrived to find the bench empty. A cold knot of worry tightened in her stomach. Day after day, she came back, hoping to see her friend, but the bench remained vacant. Weeks later, a young man approached Sarah as she stood by the empty bench. He handed her a small envelope. With trembling hands, Sarah opened it. Inside was a letter written in elegant looping script. "My dearest friend," it read, "if you are reading this, it means my wait is finally over. I have gone to meet my husband. In my last days, you gave me something more precious than you can ever know. Company, laughter, and a love I thought I'd never feel again. Thank you. Sarah sat alone on the bench, tears streaming down her cheeks, but a peaceful smile was on her face. The sun was rising, casting a warm, hopeful light across the city. Sometimes, strangers enter our lives not to stay forever, but to teach us what love truly means. Some people wait for love. Some people become it.